Now, it would seem that the structure of the country permits this type of, people following the man, carrying the palm front. I mean, people have talked about making the center less weak, making governance less attractive, making even the governor's position less attractive. I mean, scrapping security votes, for instance, because we still remember what we were told security votes are used for. Do you think that fundamentally a lot of things need to change for Nigerians at least not to despair? Because a host of people are saying, what exactly are the choices right now? We really don't have any choice, regardless of whether you call it decamping or you call it merger. The choices still seem to be limited.
The choice the Nigerians have is to take their destiny in their hands. You don't call it Arab Spring or anything you want to call it. But for as long as, like you said, we have access to, we legitimize stealing or looting in the name of security vote, and the members of the House of Assembly are usually put in the pocket of the governor, so forget about impeachment. Same front theory. If you make the center, that's presidency, less attractive, and you don't make the governorship less attractive, you're still going to have some, but it's going to be worse. Because the governors are as bad as they are currently, even with the overwhelming influence of the president, because they enjoy a measure of power and influence under the Constitution. Meanwhile, they continue committing, except for a few states like Enugu and so on, they continue committing illegality in the name of not holding local government elections. That's a clear illegality. So they take the money, put it in their pocket, bring out a little bit of it and say they're working for the state. So unless we change the attitude to governance, and the people who are benefiting are not going to do that change for you. It is you that are suffering that should instigate and ensure that that change is done. The way we're going, this thing will continue this way. The economy is going downhill. There are lots of I don't want to use word that people will consider very insolent, but just know there are too many loopholes in our system, and it's almost legitimate or legal because the Constitution allows for this. And remember, this Constitution was put together by the military, so they were doing it to protect themselves generally.
But generally, does this change, whatever it is, this matrix, this new development, does it excite you?
No, it doesn't. I know them.
You're indifferent. Mm-hmm. You're indifferent.
I know that nothing has changed. What they will do is to make a little bit more money for themselves and get some protection. If the president is so minded, he's okay, you know what, okay, look, I grant you this, I grant you that. Don't be deluded. 2015 is going to be a bit tougher than earlier anticipated. We're still going to go the way of the PDP.
Shouldn't it be about development? Because I've actually seen debates all over the world, in other parts of the world, especially in Europe and America. It is issues based. People talk about development, what you've not been able to explain, or how you are inadequate in your ideas in fixing the country or fixing your state. But how come that every time we see politicians come out to fight so dirty with all of those powers, it is when they fight amongst themselves or between themselves, they don't use that same energy to fix things for the people?
That's what I'm talking about. It's all about them. It's all about them. And some people, you expect them to come and change the system. If you want to get the National Assembly to be very effective, throw in a problem that concerns them. All of them will come to the chambers will full.
Tell us what you think about this affecting the National Assembly. Do you see anything change in the National Assembly?
This is so the majority of what? Will they now, remember one of them who left, who now claims to be a crusader. He didn't return the money collected though. Dino Melai. He didn't return the money collected when he was there. He's only telling us now he's born again. He's a born again crusader. For as long as it does not affect them, they are going to continue doing what they're doing. Whatever APC, CP, any name you like, call the PDP.
No, because we can already see that it would seem that the National Assembly is already some trouble for the executive arm of government. Do you see it getting worse as 2015 approaches?
No, what I'm telling you is that they are working, all of them, in the National Assembly, from the President of Senate to Speaker of the House to the, well, there's no smaller person, to everybody in the National Assembly. For as long as it does not affect their take home, there's no problem. So whether it's APC, CPC, anything, it doesn't make any difference. So 2015, they all want to go back to that place. And you know, unlike the executive that have maximum of two terms, they don't have any limit. So they want to struggle to go back there. If PDP doesn't give you the opportunity, like my friend Charles Odedo, who's in House of Reps, PDP didn't vote for him, he went to APC. And I think he's back, he went back to the House. And so on and so forth. So if APC doesn't vote for you, you go to APGA.
Yeah, but you already said that the cross-capitation thing affects them. Remember,
I'm talking about the election 2015 when they're going back to get re-elected.
Yes, but looking at it currently, I mean, we're looking at it up to 2015 and the workings of the House or the Senate currently. Yeah. I mean, what kind of impact do you see it having?
Oh, okay, the cross-capitation.
Yes, in terms of how things are going to be, done in the House.
Remember,
or the Senate.
If you don't like what's happening, where do you go to? You go to court. Now, I move over from PDP to APC. And you say, no, you shouldn't have done that. You lose your seat. We'll go to court. Meanwhile, I'm still collecting my allowances. We'll go to court. Now, I'll tell the court that there's actually a split. Now, that means PDP is a faction. It's a full faction. Why do you argue that it's 2015? And I go for fresh election now under APC. And I win, I come back. So they continue with that case. Wouldn't it be just a mere academic exercise?
Yeah, but in terms of getting things passed by the executive arm of government, for instance, the budget for 2014.
Do you think that the budget will be passed? Even if APC was the majority?
The question is, with what's at what cost?
Well, at what cost to who? That's what you're getting my point now. At what cost to, not at what cost to to President Jonathan. It's at what cost to the Nigerian. That's the problem. All this thing is about you. That's cost to you, not cost to them. The cost to you, when somebody loses, somebody's getting something. So what is happening is that we lose money, they make the money. So president comes down because he's not in the majority. They say, you know what? Now I have a brother who has to import petrol. Give him subsidy. That's how I can support you, and so on and so forth. So we lose, they gain.
Well, I think this will remain for some time. We hope we get to find out what exactly is happening. And you say this also affects the development of the country when we play politics the way it is being played now.
That's why the country is not developing.
Well, Kenneth Odidika is a legal practitioner. Many thanks for joining us on Sunrise Daily today.
This is all my